we're back. Try to take some time off today, and I actually should be working now. I actually just finished another working session, but I've been working like for the last like I don't know 8, 9, 10 days without 9 days I think without ever stopping. So yeah, let's pick the lock again. Yay! Okay, we have cash. I actually had done this before. Nourish and simple to prepare this crop saves countless peasant families from starvation during years of poor harvest. Yeah, and beet, copper nugget, and the shiv. I might. Okay, let's use this encampment. I mean, this I'm actually playing this game in an oddly recomforting way, like an MSIM. I've been craving MSIMs like lately, and I think I know why. It's just that my life has been so stressful that actually having a game I can live in is like this unbelievably relaxing experience. Desired dish. Let me just remember this because it's been like a week since I last read the instructions. Okay, I might as well try the lentil soup. I could do a lentil soup, I guess, if I actually use, but that's not what I'm gonna. Roasting meat salting. Okay, let's try roast things. Yeah, I'm gonna roast these. This thing I shouldn't really roast. I'm gonna just drop this. I roasted this before. It basically says if you wanna eat it, go ahead. I wouldn't. It's actually rather clear that you're not supposed to do that. This one's already not very good. Let me see, can I roast this? No. I don't think I can do anything with this as well. And I actually played like an hour of the game after this encampment scene here, but I actually rushed through and ended up dying. It was really fun though, really fun. Learned a lot. But as I was saying, I'm trying to play these games in a more relaxed way. You know, I'm actually trying to live inside this game in a sense. It's just that, as I said, my life is just so stressful as of lately. I've been working non-stop. You know, I even talked to my colleagues. They actually say that they have been trying to keep up. I actually kept up so far, but the last 1 or 2 days, last few days, basically yesterday and today, I actually decided to rest a little bit. I actually decided to have a proper cycle of sleep and play a little, you know, play games, rest, because I was kind of in dire need of that. You know, I didn't really pray properly in quite a while. And let me put these here. It's actually agrimony, and I actually have agrimony there. Mindworth. I actually need. This is not what I need. I actually need other herbs. But I'm gonna use this as a forward base for me. I think, and I'm gonna take some of these things back to the city so I can negotiate it. Drink. Okay, let me try to cook. Can I do a lentil soup? I can put lentils here. Yeah, but I need two bunches of lentils, a pot of water, and vegetable. I have this, but I don't have enough lentils, so it's not gonna happen. Gruel, pot of water, and vegetables, seaweed. This I could do. This I could actually get the pot and fill it with water. This actually gives me minus 3% hunger, some immunity. Beets are the key ingredient to many peasant dishes. Dwight Schrute, Beet Farmer. I'm sorry, just watched the end of the series today again. It always moves me for some reason. The end of The Office. Hunger, thirst. It can be, I mean, can be brutal, you know, with that. Remember that Schwarze Pete thing? They actually cut it off. I discovered it yesterday. They actually cut that blackface Moe's thing off because they actually considered that offensive, and they actually said they were sorry. But it has its valleys, but it also knows how to peak, you know, in terms of catharsis. It's another time, really. It's like 10 years ago they thought that, and they used to put these offensive things in. So yeah, we have more awareness. We have awareness today, I think, or at least for the most part, I guess. Chicken eggs, yeah, I can get some eggs and prepare them. Fried eggs, mid-skewer, meat, mushroom. I need a I can use a stick to prepare the meat and the fish. That's good. And mushroom salad. Yeah, I don't think I can use the roasted. No, I can't use the roasted ones. And 2 vegetables, green salad, cabbage, leek, or onion and vegetable, fruit salad, fruit, berry. Yeah, I think that they actually... They actually reduce more, so it would be to my advantage to do that. I can actually get this, for example. Get this... Where do we have water brand here? Okay, I don't think we have it. Let me go check around. I don't really think I have opened this map too much. But as I was saying, you know, like just playing this in a slower pace and trying to experiment with the emergent things that we have, I have really optimism, really. Pain change, fortitude, experience gain, fatigue resistance. Okay, I actually feel a lot better. Okay, let's leave it as here. I actually feel a lot better just playing a game with a little more intent, you know, just resting, listening to the music, exploring the scenery, and actually studying how it unfolds. You know, I like the pixel art here. Love the sprites. Let me see, can I can't really attack or do anything here. I just wanted to get one stick to try and roast stuff. I don't have anything roastable right now, I think. Acorn, yeah. These things, however, I mean, not that I can put on a spit, I mean, but I actually want to discover how to use spits on, if possible, on, right, got a stick. I don't think I have uses for a stick right now. Do I? I'm gonna toss this piece of crap around. I don't care. Horsetail. And but I actually got, as I mentioned, I'm actually really... Oh, we got eggs. This is good. Just toss the egg here. Let me eat these. They don't really... I want to experiment a little bit with this game. You know, why not? Okay, 2 eggs. Great. And so I actually got my hands on Monomyth. Really good. I don't know. It's kind of, you know, just clashing these systems and trying to do whatever with them is really cool. You know, I'm really happy that I can do this in this game. Okay. Let's leave the berries right here for now. Just play around with the camp a little bit. explore the area a little bit more. But yeah, you know, I remember playing, for example, Unreal World. I actually want to go back to that game. It's kind of hard to survive in it. Oh, really? Forgot to check the snares. Okay, let's do this, brigand. Bang? Yeah. Try to attack me. Oh, there are two of you. Okay. I'm casting my spells. Bye-bye. Wasn't. Sometimes it actually misses my move as I use the mouse, you see? No, in this particular case, I guess it didn't actually miss. It kind of detoured because of the tree. There we go. But how do we max health threshold by 9%? I can apply a healing salve. I'm not gonna mess around with this now. It's not bleeding or anything, so increase my willpower, and I actually want to put some arcanas there. I want to passively increase my capacity for spells. So you see, it's actually rather simple the way that we move around, but the game actually has tons of complexity, and it's so interesting, you know, to play. All right, let's go back to the encampment then. We can find our way there. All right, I think I've got everything now. We just, yeah, found our way. Alright, so let's check it out. Well, I didn't find any sources of water. I might just try to pour into. There. That helped. I can cook already. And we got it. I can't really push it towards here because I don't really have any plates, but I can eat. And that makes me happy. The eggs, on the other hand, I can fry. Can't I? I can. I can pull the eggs from here as well. Oh, I need a plate. See, I love these details. Well, I'm gonna eat. I can merge the eggs. Well, I have one that I can save, so keep it here. Simplest dish in existence, but it's delightful. Let me just check. Am I hungry yet? No, 1% hunger. Well, I'm gonna leave my eggs there for now. I doubt they will spoil. Well, it's not for now. In 2 days, if I return before 2 days, I can actually save my game here. Yeah. Okay. It's 11. Sleep for an hour. Okay. Let's go back to the city. I wonder if I can navigation, add marker, or legend, close map. I can't really. Yeah, I can add markers, but I can't really fast travel anywhere. Probably after I have the chariot, maybe. What do you have here? Gathering the caravan. Yeah, that's the main mission. Oh, wait. Let me go back. I actually screwed up a little. I kind of want to complete the herbalist's quest. And to complete it, I need these. At the very least, I need the agrimony. There we go. I need water as well. Let's go back. Let me see. Journal. I need Agrimony, Fleawort, and Spearmint. And yeah, so you know this pacing of traveling, going back and forth, preparing food, sleeping, actually having to plan my quests, my journeys, really cool. Okay, let's see if I can gather the herbs around here. I don't know if we have them here. Last time I actually found it, but I don't remember where. I have some spearmint here, so I can get it now. Give me this. Okay. If I actually find the flea wort that I need, this is Mindwort. Rhubarb. Lentil. I gotta say that this is a lot more relaxing than... I am finding it a lot more relaxing than, say, Agrimony, Horsetail, than Monomyth, for example, or Ultimate Underworld, or even, let me try one thing here. I don't want to kill the bunny, but I gotta try this at some point. Damn it. They actually do not... Oh, they leave the map. Actually adds some texture to hunting. That's interesting. But I would need a more reliable way of hunting. You know? I remember hunting on it's not gonna... I remember hunting on Real World, and it is awesome. It's quite the involved process because you have to hurt the creature and then you have to follow. The trip is really long. Sometimes you have to run through several maps to actually get to the creature. But it's really cool, you know. It's really a very nice way of translating the experience of hunting. Oh, look at this. 2 guys that I killed. Okay. Rosbrook. Well, let me go east, or maybe try to, Bogbean. Maybe try to find Handbane. There are some different herbs in here. Might have what I need. But, you know, these little involved processes, I know it might not make for a very... There's this communicational problem nowadays, I would say. We don't really... our attention is caught easier when it's by a stimulus overload, you know. So for the most part, people tend to pay more attention to things that are very agitated, not very meditative, not very slow. And since the pace of this game is actually quite slow, quite involved, Unreal World, for example, is really slow, probably it would be way more interesting for a viewer to just... So if we just cut the parts that are boring or tedious, so to speak. But since I actually want to talk and I want to discuss ideas and relax and actually let my mind loose a little bit, I actually want to invest the entirety of the process, you know, just enjoy the view, enjoy the sights, you know. And that's the interesting part of it, you know. It's really not. I could have hunted the bird, but I kind of don't want to. Let's see. No, no. But yeah, I don't know. It's more of a personal thing, you know. I like to do things when I'm actually trying to rest. I actually want to do things in this with this spacing, you know. Fleetwood found it. Let's go back. By the road, of all things, of all places. Would have thought. All right, and I don't know. It's just that the art placed in the game. Who are you again? Why are you nagging me? What's with the staring? You ran after me. Rumors. You really think this truce will end the war? You're right. Yeah, I had this one. I don't think that this is going to end the war, to be quite honest. Okay, so you know, like seeing all this nice pixel art, the way it has been conceived, the way that the little pixel creatures are moving, the way that they translate this move, you know, this is very interesting. I like it. The way the character looks or changes as you change their equipment. Let me see. I think the guy is actually. Can I enter here? I can. Hey. Finish your task. Lifesaver. I mean it. Here, take this. Okay. Can't really rob anything from his house, of course. So yeah, let's go. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the tavern for a moment. I actually need to talk to the elder and get some contracts. I actually died doing one of the contracts. No, I mean, I actually finished the contract, to be fair, you know. But after that, I was actually so banged up when I finished the contract that I couldn't really survive the journey back. So, oh wow, this is actually really filled with people right now. Rough morning today. This whole week wasn't much better. It's true what they say. Things may not improve, but they can always get worse. Wow. Okay. You're a ray of light. Let's have this talk in the morning. Need a clear head of it. Okay, so Odar, the elder is here. Cool. All the business tomorrow. Tonight I'm, you know, resting. Think of anything interesting to share with you right now. So you see, all the business tomorrow. Tonight I'm, you know, resting. So this is interesting. You see, this also sets to me the environment, you know, knowing that the characters actually come to the tavern to rest. It's kind of what I'm trying to do without the booze. Do you think I will ever get through this? Well, not a lot of excitement to be had around here. But on some nights, I wake up to the clatter of hooves. Imagine lying in bed, too scared to peek outside, wondering whether it's friends or foes. Had this one as well. Okay. Hello, hello. One of those mercs, the entire village has been bustling all day. Good to have you here. Maybe you'll bring some order at last. Waiting for Odar to do something about this waste of time. Doesn't the village have guards maintaining that order? Who do you call guards? It's either geezers or yesterday's youngsters who had weapons handed to them. Now they are to serve and protect, so to speak. Each of them is still wet behind the ears, or even worse, is way too long in the tooth. I'm telling you, they'll be slaughtered come the real fight. Something that Odar doesn't care about. We used to have more than enough lads in Osberg. Now they are either dead in the ground or serve under someone else's banners. We barely have any able-bodied men left in the village. Right now it's just me, the smith, and a couple more lads. Anything else I can help you with? I'm not fond of the elder. Why would I be fond of that tyrant? Why do you think he even became an elder? Just to sit in his attic, never take a step outside, not a care in the world. He spends his entire day at the desk scribbling who knows what. Just imagine working outdoors, be it heat or rain, while he's scrawling his doodles. Makes himself look important, all puffed up like a toad. He eats and drinks for 3 men. So I've been telling folks to open their eyes to what kind of elder he is. A mooch who lives at our expense. Wouldn't be too bad if he were one of us, a local. But no, he's an outsider. A stranger. Wow, where is he from? Hell if I know. He doesn't speak much about it, that bastard. He has a northern that bastard. He has a northern accent, so he might be from Ethers. Seems like he has friends in the magistrate. And that's how he got himself a cozy spot as an elder. Now he lives with us, and there's there's no getting rid of him without angering his patrons. Not to mention how vindictive he is. The moment something doesn't go his way, he makes one's life a living hell. We used to have this lad Var, what's his name? Thought it was a good idea to talk back to Odar? Well, guess where he's now. But I never told you this deal. So I have to suck up to Odar unless I want to be the next one to be dealt with. And I still want to live. You should stay away from him as well if you know what's good for you, okay? I'm sure he puts half the reward into his own pocket, only paying your mercs, the host willing, a half of what you owed. Okay. What happened to Dvar? What Dvar? I'm telling you, you didn't hear it from me, anything from me. Must be imagining things. I love the way they write this. Okay, teach me anything. I can show you a few tricks, if nothing else. I know my way around an axe. You have to pay me for my time, though. You know how it is. Okay, I don't have the money. Back in the day, we only had knights errant roaming the realm, and even then, they were mostly bard tales rather than the real thing. But now, wherever you look, there are mercenaries, wandering mages, bounty hunters, treasure seekers, and no one left to tend to the fields. Even women are picking up arms. But I can at least understand when there's no one else to protect you, you've got to protect yourself. No, friend, this will not do. Let me rest. Okay. Cool. Jabbar, you know what I'm saying? Rest is a sweet sauce of labor. And I already had enough labor for today. Man, I can't relate to that. Can you teach me something? Heard anything interesting? Someone once told me that living in the countryside isn't safe. But why would anyone think city life is any better? At least we got food on our table. Yeah, I heard this one already. When the famine hit, all hell broke loose within the city walls. I heard people there were at each other's throats, fighting for every last chunk of bread. Okay. Can you teach me something? No offense, but I'm doing just fine without an apprentice. Oh, you want to learn some other skill? I'm rather experienced with a hammer. Yeah, Jabbar's the smith. Forgot. To put it mildly, and I also know a lot about weak points in armor. I can teach you these things if you want to. I don't have any kind of money. Okay. Farewell. What was that? Light Thirstone. Okay, I have to go back to the well to fill up on water. Collect. Give me a sip as well. Alright. It's pretty cool, so you can actually talk to these guys as they rest here. Okay. Okay. Can still sleep here. Let me see. This I actually could use to save the game anywhere, but it takes a lot of space. Map I kinda need. This should stay, this should stay. My purse should stay. These are very useful. I actually discovered how much I need these last time I entered Last time I tried to work on a contract. This I can leave here. I could sell the shiv. It's kind of what I want to do. The food I'm gonna leave here because I actually have to eat it. I need another splint, I guess. I could sell this. I actually want to sell this, but I'm not gonna do this tonight, so. Okay. I actually like the fact there's so much in this game that actually reminds me of Ultima, you know. Okay, I'm gonna explore a little more. So much, really, because characters actually have their schedules. They are not moving constantly like they were in some of those Ultima games. But let me see if I can sell these to the guy. You know, just collect and sell. I go my way down to the map, but they actually have schedules. They are actually at the tavern. You know, this is really cool. You know, it actually makes me feel like I'm living in this world. It's the main reason for me to go back to Ultima. I saw someone skulking around here. Probably the farm owner or something. Let's see if I can go back to the herbalist, if you will. Then, yeah, I can enter. Let me try to sell these. Okay, he's sleeping. Let me try to wake him up. See what happens. Just try applying. He actually woke up. That's very rude. But I assume he would sort of wake up, you know, because... So, yeah, I get 3 for each of these. It's very low. But I can get another splint for 10 at the very least. Okay, I have 2 bombs, I have these. I'm gonna put these here. Since it's gonna take a major space of my inventory anyway. So why not? Another splint. Okay, buy. That's it. This I'm gonna sell. Yeah, I guess it's... I don't know. Okay. Bottle of oil. Okay. About trade, alcohol, drugs, ingredients, jewelry, valuables, medicine. Stocks in less than a day. Okay. Time for me to move on. Let me go explore a little around. Just for the sake of it. How's my hunger and my thirst? Hunger 16%. Could go back to my eggs, I think. A lot of music here. Where am I on the map? Oaken Barrel Brewery. Okay, halfway towards the brewery. Maybe at the brewery I can actually get the brandy that the guy wants. Complete another quest. Let me get some hemp. Could hit the road here. I don't think the brewery is gonna be open now, but at the very least I can get to know it. Maybe kill some brigands in the way, maybe some wolves as I explore the map. But yeah. So I think that I actually, when I played back, I actually played games for years and years. I played since I was 14 years old. No, I was actually younger. I actually started playing an old Atari 2500. You know, when I was a kid, and I actually loved to play that Atari. Then I went to playing Sega Genesis throughout my remaining years of my childhood, and then after a big hiatus I actually started playing PC games. And I remember when I started playing PC games, I was like, I don't know, 16, 17. I didn't have a computer before that. And I remember that I used to play the first game that I actually played on a PC. I think, not certain. I think it was Wolfenstein. You know, I think it was Wolfenstein. I'm not sure. You know, because I don't really remember playing Wolfenstein or no, yeah. I remember. I remember the first game that I actually played was Wolfenstein. It was actually when I got the computer. I think that the guy that sold me the computer actually installed it in there. So it was basically those Windows games, you know, that skiing game and stuff like that, and Wolfenstein. And I remember that I played the crap out of that game. Then I started getting some demos because I didn't really have any way to buy games back then. And getting a few things here and there from friends. And it was really cool. I remember that I actually got to play some interesting games back in the day. Ultima I actually waited a long time to play. I actually started by Pagan, if I remember correctly, or Ultima 4, I don't remember which one it was. One of my friends actually had discovered the series and he was in love with it, and so I actually started playing those games as well when he introduced me to them. And from then on it was basically RPGs and a few strategy games that I actually found cool. And wow, it was really fun, you know. So I remember Baldur's Gate, for example. That was a game that I played to my heart's content. I loved it. I actually prefer, this is one of the reasons I actually prefer Baldur's Gate 1, as I mentioned in another video, to Baldur's Gate 3, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 to 3. There's certain nostalgia involved. I think they are better games. But Baldur's Gate 3 is also awesome. You know, it's a product of its age. Intriguing. What's intriguing, man? We have flea work by the road. Don't take another step, I'll break your legs. Huh. Why? Inspect. Barm, human, Grand Mag. Oh, the Grand Magistrate's here. Medium danger, unaware. Turn to life crime in desperate attempt to avoid starvation. Well, he's the Grand Magistrate and he's treated as a thief, apparently. No, let me talk to you. Oh, you want to beat me, really? Okay, I'm just gonna flee. I don't want to fight you. Fine, if you come after me, I'm gonna kill you. I left. I don't know what's the role of this character, so I don't want to kill him. That's why I'm running away. Because I think I could dispose of him. Really, no problem, you know. But then I remember I actually played like these CRPGs that I loved so much. And some shooters, you know, like I remember playing Doom a lot. The first Mortal Kombat for computer, I think it was Mortal Kombat 3 that we played a lot as well. Me and my friends, and oh, yeah, that was an interesting experience, you know. We bunched around the keyboard and tried to play that, tried to beat each other senseless. But then there's a lot that actually made that more difficult for us. It was the fact that we didn't have the space. It was the fact that the game was actually, at the very least, to my recollection, the game was actually kind of clunky. And it was difficult to pull the moves, you know, the inputs were hard, and we were playing at the same keyboard. We actually had to, actually rubbing elbows and knees in there, you know, all the time. There's an empty house here, or what? Oh no, it's kind of like a deposit. And you don't look like you're from around here. Anything interesting? Okay, that's rude. You can sell me an apple at least, but I'm just leaving. Let's drink. Okay. What time is it now? Osbrook, current standing indifference, next benevolence. What's this? Manshare. Embry. Oh, the places that you can visit. Bryn. Interesting. Factions, Magistrate Council, Grey Army, another. Rotten Willow Tavern. Cool. Seven enemies killed. Wow. You're for real. I just killed 7 guys so far. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna try to sell some stuff here. Basically, what I got, I'm gonna get like 12 gold for this. Got a blade in need of repairing. I actually, do I still have it? No, I think I left it. Yeah. I'm gonna sell all this scrap here. I'm gonna get like 15 gold for that, probably. But I'm gonna sell that to the herbalist. Guess it's 15 gold, at the very least. Messed up. No, it's a little more. It was like 6 or 7, right? Okay. You can actually buy the gaming dice. Buy the component for at least 12 gambling games. Okay, buy this. I don't care. You will also buy this for 10 gold. Let me see if there's any difference if I try to sell this to the blacksmith. Okay, the carpenter's here. I'm hungry. Where's the blacksmith? But, I don't know, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm thirsty as well. It's up here, I think, yeah. Oh, he pays 11. Okay, great, yeah, there is. This is why we have this here. They actually have interest in what you're selling. They repair items. I don't have anything that I need to repair. Fine. Great. Okay. Now I actually have to go talk to the elder. Becoming an elder is somewhat weird notion, you know. I mean, I don't know if it's a position that is granted or you're elected for it, but it's kind of weird, I'd say. Okay. Map stays. This stays. Yeah, I don't really think I'm gonna put these. It's kind of pointless to preserve them, but anyway. I need food for right now and for later, if I am to do this. Oh, I can actually climb the stairs and didn't realize. Oh, look at this. Bottle of oil, jar, mug. Can rob a cabbage here. Can search some stuff here. Let me see. Do we have anything interesting here? Plates. We have plates. I could use. Well, I'm not gonna rob anything from them. But is this their room actually? Have an onion here as well. There's a bed in there, so yeah, they actually stock things everywhere around this place, so might just be their room anyway. Okay. Alright. Let's eat properly this time around. About a trade for a bit. Mm-hmm. Let's actually increase my thirst. How hungry are you? 26%. Okay, so we don't really need anything too elaborate. Maybe pancakes, bread. Oh yeah. It's this green salad. Okay, a green salad will be cool. Eat and drink. Okay. That's awesome. Now I'll go talk to the other. But for now, I'm gonna stop because it's 46 minutes. And I should be going. See you guys when I see you.